again, Budget with Brian, and here's a further update on our current project. And as you can see, we've come quite a long way. Apart from the obvious scaffold which is going up, that's really secondary to what else has gone on, because as you can see, we now have the block and beam floor installed. The crane came along and laid the beams on the brickwork for us, which saved an awful amount of time. And then two guys moved 1,000 blocks, would you believe, in one day, and laid them all in the floor. And if you look on the floor at the moment, it's slightly damp, and that's because we've now grouted it. And grouting means that we get a slurry of sand and cement and brush it into all of the joints, and then that begins to lock in the blocks into the beams even further. And as you can see, we've put all the next row of blocks up, and we'll have eventually 100 millimeters of Celotex, the underfloor heating, and a screed on the top. Then on the top of the blocks we will put in a damp proof course, and you can see that the sole plate has been delivered. Now, sole plate is a timber that is laid on the blocks, levelled in, and the timber frame company has delivered a number of blocks, and I do hope we don't need that many, because hopefully we've laid all of these blocks level. But there's always a certain amount of levelling, so that when the sole plate is on, the next stage is the frame itself. And as you can see, with the scaffolding, they're going to crane them over the top of the scaffold down onto the blocks. In the centre here, we've had delivered some of the external bricks, because as you can see, until we're a lot more advanced, getting bricks round the back is a bit of an obstacle course. So by putting some in the middle, we're thinking ahead about what we can do with getting some bricks on the outside without having to lug them all the way around the site. We put in some soiled pipes. So for example, this will be the upstairs bathroom and the upstairs ensuite. There's the other one, and that goes down to the manhole there, and the one that you see over in the middle is the downstairs toilet. So we set them out to the plans, so hopefully they pop up in the right places. Pretty well. That's it on the update. We'll show you some more as we progress, but in the meantime, looking fairly good. Looking forward to the timber frame coming fairly soon, next week now. Thank you again for watching Budget with Brian, and don't forget, subscribe, and of course if you've got any comments, we're very pleased to hear them.
And follow us on Instagram.
And these days, follow us on Instagram, apparently.